Hey guys, it's me again, just coming back with another solos gameplay with a little bit of commentary. This time I'm featuring a deck that my good friend Silco made. It is a very cheap, fast cycle deck with Valorian, which he originally made, I think, a few patches ago, but that was before Valorian's Searing Light was on a timer. That was back when it was cycle, and he would cycle to it very fast, making it very efficient for just one mana. Basically, it's just cheap bridge grab, lots of pressure. You're cycling very fast with some tanky units. Good synergy with the Groggy Woodsman and the Wild Stonebjorn. The Groggy Woodsman with the Rage actually hits quite hard, and then the Valorian heals being every 5 seconds actually can make him quite tanky for only 300 HP. Whirly Scrap for some AoE, Cannon Roller for some good DPS, Archers for anti-air, Bats for just cheap spells, Blood Imps for cheap bridge grab and some pressure damage, Heal Puff to counter the Blood Imps. But yeah, we will get into the game now. Okay, getting into it. This is just a very accursed heavy Morelia. I played a few other games with this deck today. I kept facing stuff that I face a lot on the solo ladder that I post a lot of videos of, like Korgoth and the mushrooms. I wanted to have a video of something else. This game was kind of a stomp, but I just wanted to share something that's not complete counter and meta. So yeah, basically, right off the bat, I don't think he had the best opening hands. I was just able to apply some pressure. That was a pretty bad skeleton spawn because my Bats and Bear were able to kill it before they could even kill the bear and then retake the bridge. Groggy Woodsman's just a good overall tank for 3 mana. And then with the heals at perk 2, it makes him even better. He had Diplo, which honestly is not that great in 1v1 in my opinion. I think it's much more of a 2v2 card. There's a lot more for it to get value from, whereas in 1v1 it's kind of... Once it does its thing, you kind of just ignore it until it gets on face, and then you hit it again. He did have a Bara. And the bear is actually a really good tank into Bara because of the thick hide. It really makes the Bara do 0 damage to him, basically. That's why I blasted the guy down to him. This whole game I'm just kind of trying to keep up the pressure. Not really giving him any breathing room. He doesn't have any good AoE to deal with a lot of the stuff I'm sending at him. He keeps playing the Diplo in desperation, but this guy was in Master 3 if I recall correctly, so it's no pushover. This deck was clearly working for him at one point. There's the Rage on the Woodsman. If he ever gets to that skeleton, he just kind of smacks him. Rage Woodsman can 2-shot the skeleton. Again, use the bear to tank it. I also had Sugilite Shield, which took some of the damage up. This deck, I kind of want to use Blood Imps and Heal Puff as much as possible. Getting lots of damage off right now. Whirly Scrap makes it awkward for him because he's got a lot of skeletons. But the Whirly Scrap would defend the Woodsman quite well there.
The shadows fade as I become
I'm already at 3rd perk and he's not even at 80 XP. I think I Impetus Blast him here and he's basically just done for at this point. I think a Bat eventually, or yeah, Archer eventually ends the game. But But yeah, just 325. I think he activated Toll of the Dead at the very end there, but obviously way too late. Game was over. But yeah, it's a fun little deck. It takes quite a bit of concentration because it is so cheap. You need to kind of think about where you're going to play things. If you want to give it a try, or feel free. But yeah, credit goes to Silco. I will see you guys in the next one.